Hello. Anyway, um I was bored and currently it's 6:42 p.m. So that means it's nighttime, and if you look at the date, it's 7/20/2025. So it's July 20th, 2025. But it's a Sunday and it's currently 6:42 p.m. And if you didn't know, I recently finished boot camp with TGR series. There we go. I recently finished TGR's boot camp. It was around like Thursday or Friday or even Saturday maybe. I don't remember, but I finished it though, and I basically have challenged myself to do the following in my journal. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'll just briefly explain here, but so I have this full strategy breakdown. So I'll be trying it out and seeing how it goes and how it works for me. But I also have some steps. So right now I like to think of my level as an advanced beginner, and I'll be shifting to intermediate if I can finish the following in order and obviously successfully. Okay, so I have step 1, reinforce the foundation, rewatch TGR's boot camp. Oh geez, I can't move. Okay, rewatch TGR's boot camp with deeper intent. Don't just absorb what, ask why and when. I already did that. That was step 1. So there's a couple things to do. Action items, revisit break of structure, liquidity sweeps, fair value gaps. So basically all the confluences. Ask why does price react here? What is price doing? And then also use replay mode and annotate charts, especially when you're unsure why price moved. So I can't use replay mode, obviously, because I'm not going to pay for this. But what I can do is just still, go back and just look at what I did in the videos. So anyway, that's step 1 and all the tasks inside of step 1, and it's all done. I did all that. Step 2 is start sim testing and journaling. Build consistency and confidence through reps, not results. Action items, we got create a basic strategy, which we didn't have to do. We're using TGR's strategy right now. He did say that it might not work for the people that are intending to use it. It may take years to even understand it, which is absolutely fair. I can't right click this for some reason, so anyway. So basic strategy, we got that. And then use trading view, replay mode, can't do that, but we can still replay our stuff. And then journal entry, like journal every entry for trading. Okay, so those are just the 2 steps so far, and then there's like a total of 9 steps, but I won't get too into it right now. I'll just start with the first. Let me fix this real quick, because apparently, anyway, there's total 9 steps. I'm not gonna get too into it, but right now I'm doing a challenge where I'm going to do demo trading. Obviously, I learned boot camp. I went through boot camp for like 6 months. I learned every confluence. I went in depth with the confluences. So I basically not only learned the confluences, but I learned why the confluences act the way they do with TGR's concept and whatnot. And that's why I like to take myself, instead of saying I'm a beginner now after finishing the boot camp, I like to say I'm an advanced beginner, because I took the time and patience in the day to go more in depth with what he was teaching and giving the information for, because this is day trading after all. TGR is a very good person and a very good mentor for giving out this free information, but at the end of the day, he doesn't have all the time in the world, or he doesn't have to really at the end of the day to just give us information in general. So he did, and I took it and I went in depth with it so I can understand it even more. And here we are. So plan is, we're already like 5 minutes in, which is fine, but plan is to take everything we learned, and since tomorrow is Monday, which is when I'm going to start doing my day trading challenge, I'm still deciding either 30 trades one day, one trade a day for 30 trades. That means a whole month. So basically I either do 30 trades or 100. So 100 would be 3 months and 10 days, or I can do 1 month. But I'm still deciding. I want to see where I'm at first. If I do 30 trades and I feel like I'm very confident in myself and I know I'm doing good and I'm not just, lying to myself, then, I'm probably going to move on to other steps inside of my journal. But if I don't feel very secure with where I'm at in my, knowledge and experience and my strategy, then I'm going to continue working on where I'm at right now and refining everything I have as a flaw. So the goal is right now, since it's Sunday and it's not Monday, I'm going to give myself a head start. So because I know that if I don't do this, then tomorrow in the morning I'm going to be lost and I'm going to be overwhelmed. I'm going to be nervous and anxious and scared to even take a trade because even though it's not real money, I still want to succeed because I'm a very competitive person. Like I just can't lose even if it's fake. Like I have to win. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to basically practice, I guess. I'm going to find every single concept and every single confluence, like break of structure, fair value gap, all that, trend lines. I'm just going to find all of them first and then start trying to piece it together and then predict where this chart is going to go. Or I can find all the confluences, make sure that, I'm refreshed on them, and then head to ChartChamps, which is right here, and then go into practice mode, and I'll get this all set up. But right now I'm still deciding, but once I'm there, then I'll decide. So right now I just need to, find break of structure. So that should be quite easy. I mean, it's everywhere. So let's just get into it. I'm not going to talk a lot because I want to focus up. So let me remember how to do this. Okay, perfect. I'm going to change the color though, honestly. Oops. Okay. So I'm going to read my journal a bit, make sure, I'm getting these right, because even though I did it all and I have proof of it. Liquidity. Easy. There's liquidity grab right here. Okay, I think we get the point. As you can see, I found a lot of examples. Let's remove it. All right, next up, I think is order blocks or fair value gaps. Yep, fair value gaps. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Yay! Everybody happy. Make money. Make money. No, no. This is racist. I'm gonna get canceled for this in the future. I'm never releasing these videos. So price is confused, goes up and down, makes a little fucking hut here. You know, everybody was doing one of these, just kicking it in the corner. That's what everybody was doing right here, just kicking it. You know, but inverse. Let's see what's next. We got fair value imbalance. I think order blocks. Yes. Okay, isn't life great? Found almost 10 examples. That works for me. Breaker blocks, move up or move down prior to the break of structure, to the upside, to the up or downside. Hooray, Harambe. Wow, we found a lot of bearish ones. We did it though, chat. What's next? Breaker blocks, equilibrium, SMT divergence. Yay. Okay. Gambox. All right, well, I'm not going to do SMT divergence because then I'll have to make a new tab, and then I know how to use SMT divergence, but it probably would help in this situation right here to check just in case. You know what? Looks like it's actually going up, so S&P is lagging a bit behind here. Okay, so 15 minutes in and I just did it. So let's test the strategy. Yep, I don't have a mentor, so I'm on my own doing this with ChatGPT. I should have drank some water first and like refreshed and took a break. You know what? Let's do that. Who says I can't? Oh. Oh, okay. New practice, hour 50. Cool, we got it all set up. I'm gonna take a little break, like get water, maybe get my Nick. Jump on some dick and call it a day, man. All right, I'll be baked. I want to make sure I understand the full strategy breakdown for TGR. So, let's put in a prompt here. You're very close to, You're very close to understanding the core of TGR's full strategy breakdown. I'll go step by step and let you know what's right, partially right, or slightly off, and explain clearly where needed. Final notes, you're 90% accurate. Here's what to remember. Sure. What the fuck? Cool. Wow. I don't like this. I want to hide this bottom area, but fuck me, I guess. Go to 1 hour. So it's currently 3 a.m. High time frame bias, 1 hour, 4 hour, mark liquidity, order blocks, fair value gaps, equilibrium session highs and lows. So, oh, this is nerve-wracking. Let me lock in. So what we need to do first, let's go ahead and do this. There we go. Okay, so let's do horizontal array. Boom. Boom. This doesn't matter then. This doesn't matter either. That matters. Can we get like a rectangle in here? Sick. That's 1 hour. What the fuck? Okay, 4 hours. Mark this one not. 3 p.m. What time was this one? 3 p.m. again, 7 a.m., 7 a.m., 3 p.m., 3 a.m. Okay, make this red. Okay, so I'm gonna send these here so that once we're done, I can just send it to bro, see how I did. So we'll do this. Okay, so I believe this is my bias here. So what I marked out was 9 a.m. because this is 1 hour. So I marked out like I can't really hear myself, but whatever, I guess. I marked out 9 a.m., which is the beginning of New York session. So this is the highest key level for this area so far. Lowest key level point was at 3 p.m. I believe this is Asian session or London session. I think it's Asian session, but I might be wrong. But it is the lowest point. I marked that out. I got a fair value gap here, being respected. So technically, I could take this out. And I got order block this area right here. I could do this or even like this if I wanted to. Yeah, if I'm doing this right. And then I got another fair value gap that got disrespected, but it's coming back up to retest. And then I marked out the most recent key level high for 3 a.m., which is London session. And then yeah, this is my buy so far. So what I gotta do next is wait for price to reach high time frame level. Watch price approach your market zone. So I don't know if I watch in like this. I don't know if I watch on this time frame. I don't know if I watch on the 1 hour time frame or the 4 hour time frame for step 2. But I'm gonna watch it on this level. So I'm gonna take this out and we'll play it. Looks choppy. It's going down, down. It's about to touch one of the key levels. Okay, so it touched the key level. It touched our 4 or which one did I mark? Jeez. I think I marked this one or this one. Oh, okay, so this candle right here is bearish black candle, Friday 3 a.m. I marked this one. I believe this is a London session. This is the lowest key level, so I marked that and it's touched it. So what I'm gonna do now is third step, 5-minute time frame reaction. So scale to 5-minute time frame, wait for confirmation. Look for a big structure, SMT, internal fair value gap. So what we're gonna do here is go to here, 5 minutes, and I'm doing this pretty slow because I still need to, I'm still learning. So this is hours, but like, this is like next day, Wednesday. So this is like the area we're in, Wednesday, Thursday. So we passed 2 days just to hit our key level. I don't know if I did this right. Oh, I should have marked it right here, huh? Oh, wait, no. Oh, wow. Okay, maybe I did this wrong. Shit. Okay, I can't let this stop me. Okay, third step, 5 minutes time frame reaction, look for a big structure, SMT, internal fair value gap, okay. I can't really look for SMT on ChartChamps, they don't allow switching back and forth between, like, oh, they do, maybe. I don't know, though. Okay, so, I can't mark stuff like that, huh? Let's see, we got fair value gap here. That already got filled. And then it continued downwards, and then we got another fair value gap here. Retested multiple times, continued downward, and then we got another fair value gap here, even though there's no wick on this. Price tried to retest, didn't even break it, I guess. I mean, I could just put it on the lid. Okay, so it looks like it retested it, as you can see. Down, 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 down. And then we can look for inverse fair value gap. Boom, we got inverse fair value gap. So I'm gonna mark this red. So these are all respected, so I can take this out, take this out, take this out. So 5-minute pullback, so now I wait. Here we go. About to touch it. Discount. Yeah, okay, so price has now came back to our inverse fair value gap, creating a fair value gap here. So I can mark this green. Right, 5-minute pullback, so wait for order block, fair value gap, breaker block, or equilibrium, pullback. So we got that right there. We got this right here. Okay. And that's all I'm seeing. I mean, breaker structure here. So we can do highest point, lowest point. I never changed this, just realized. Yikes. Okay. Why don't like that. So we got our fair value gap. That turns into an inverse fair value gap. Take a screenshot of this. Send it here. So wait for like, huh? So you send it back, right? And then now I guess, what is this? Oh, okay. It's other fair value gap here. So let's see if it retests. So I guess I wait for it to retest. If it does, that might have been my confirmation because of inverse fair value gap right here. So price is just respecting. Got a breaker structure right here. Retesting. Okay, scale to 1 minute. And then now we got fair value gap. Respected fair value gap. Got a fair value gap. No, it's not fair value gap here. So this is a breaker structure. No, it's not. Technically this is, but it's going up. So enter trade. So that means now I'm in the 1 minute time frame. So enter trade, commit with confluence is lined up. So stop loss where trade is wrong. So that means if price moves into this zone here, 22424, 22424, and then a little far back, huh? Take profit would have to be right here, 22453, 22453. So I'm basically saying it's going to go up to this price range. So let's open long. Okay. Bruh. Of course. Bruh. So I lost $8 and now it's gonna go back up. I don't like how it doesn't like tell you where I placed my stuff. So I was supposed to order block right here. I was supposed to enter here. That's crazy. Two, 3, 4, 7. Yeah. Okay, well, that was interesting. Well, that was fun. 1 hour and 40-minute video. Probably cooking up the fucking laptop right now. I'm gonna keep practicing a bit. So, yeah. Just get ready for tomorrow. It's currently 8. Probably gonna go to bed, wake up at like 5 or something, I don't know. Practice a bit, figure some things out, and see if I can make my first trade tomorrow. Hopefully it's not this long though. 1 hour and 40 minutes. Woo. All right, this is about like, I don't know how long ago it's been. It's probably been like 20 minutes, give or take. So I did all the stuff, right? As you can see. Let's just go through this. So this is what happened. This was just what happened here. I made $26 P&L. But so I went 4-hour time frame. I spotted key levels, highs, lows, and order block. I stated out the colors so that ChatGPT could know. So highs and lows are obviously red lines. Order block is cyan. Fair value gap is purple box. Okay, cool. That's 4-hour time frame. Then I went down to 1 hour. Key levels, fair value gap, green box, order block, red, highs, lows, blue. So now you can see what's going on here. So nothing crazy. I was just, spotting out some key levels, and then we went into 5-minute time frame. Price has hit key level high, which is this red line right here, and then 5-minute time frame confirmation. So that's like, I think, step C. I don't know. I was going off of something else on here, but 5-minute confirmations, fair value gap, liquidity, and order block. So we got liquidity here, fair value gap, and then we got order block. So I was just waiting for confirmation for price to dump. I just clicked that. So as you can see, 1-minute time frame, fair value gap purple, liquidity blue, inverse fair value gap, bam. So we got fair value gap right here. It's been respected and it's going up. So it retested and it's going up, but then there's a inverse fair value gap here for the bearish, and it's being disrespected. And then there's also liquidity in the blue line, and it's been collected as well. And then there's still liquidity here in the blue line all the way at the bottom. So I already knew what was going to happen. That's 26.15. And then we got another key level on the red line here that's marked out, and then multiple fair value gaps. So next one, I decided to enter because I got a confirmation that it disrespected the fair value gap for bearish, and then it's being retested and respected. So it's going down. And I was entering take profit. I was entering short at 26.38, which is, so I entered here, and I was planning for price to keep going all the way down to 6.15, which is right here, take profit. I thought it would take this liquidity out, but yeah, so take profits here. Stop loss is above this liquidity spot line, but instead, so that was good. Stop loss was good, but take profit was a little excessive. So here it is, and then here's the the overall result. So I got a $26 P&L. Not bad for my first trade with TJR strategy. I didn't change the quantity. I kind of forgot. I was just so into it. This took 30 minutes, by the way, as you can tell. But price did not hit 26.15. So as you can see, price did not reach take profit at 26.15. Had to force close position, but still made profit. Price hitting other key levels. So as you can see, price did go down to our key level right here. I did not check what key level it was, but it was 26.32, which is where I should have put my TP at. So I had a force close. Price was hitting other key levels, bounced up, bounced down. It almost hit liquidity here, but it went all the way down, and it hit this line right here. I forgot what line this was. I think it was another liquidity spot, but fluctuated and whatnot in between these zones. Should have set, I realized I should have set my take profit at 26.32, which is this red line right here, which is the other key level. And if I had set it just a little in between, right here between this liquidity line from before the time 5-minute time frame and this key level time frame, I would have basically hit my take profit, and I would have made more than just $26. Green circle is entry arrow. That was just for ChatGPT to notice. So we got a full analysis of what I'm understanding and basically, my overall score. So you're getting significantly better with each trade. Your last breakdown shows strong application of TJR's full strategy. Here's a breakdown of what you did right, what you can refine, and why this was a strong trade even if it didn't hit your initial TP. What you did right, huge improvements. HTF high time frame analysis, 4 hour and 1 hour. You know, I just marked out the things I marked out, and I did good on that, especially the fair value gap reaction zone at 26.32. 5-minute chart, I did good on this, give you clear entry zone, which I understood very well, obviously. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm seeing it coming right here. 1 minute confirmation, I realized it was going to go bearish. So that's when I started to take my trade execution right here. RR was solid, proper risk management, confluence-driven entry. What to improve? The only thing I have to improve here is my target adjustment, which is fair. I understand that. I should have, you know, but I really thought it was going to dump and take that liquidity, but I guess not, which is fair also. But your note is spot on. Price did not reach TP 26.15. Had to force close. Should have used 26.32 as TP instead. You recognize real-time high time. You recognize real-time high time frame key levels. We're getting respected mid-trade. That's advanced thinking. Next time, use multi-target scaling. So basically, just like, oh, like if I was, that's not a good one. If I was here, right, I'm entering here. If price was like around this area and I realize it's not going to go all the way down here, I could just simply like adjust myself to like under the line or maybe at the line or like a little below the line, you know, but I didn't. And plus this chart moves really quick. Like it moves really quick. But anyway, yeah, so you know, use multi-target scaling. TP could have, my first take profit could have been at 26.32 partial close, and if I see if it like, if I know it's gonna go even lower, then I could have went lower than that. Leave a runner to trail. Volume clarity, price started slowing and consolidating at 26.32. Watch for declaration on volume at key levels. Early exit opportunity, which is very good to mention. So I got a A minus. Great confluence stack, smart entry, slight overextension on TP. You're applying TGR's method exactly as intended. So this is my overall reflection checklist. Did I overextend TP slightly but self-corrected? Would you like a template or I don't need all that yet. But yeah, so I waited a while to see if it would even go any lower. But after I realized right here, when price dipped to this lowest point, and again, I realized it wasn't going to go any lower, but we can just let it play out. So it's getting lower. And boom. So it's hit my liquidity spot right here. I've already closed down my spot, so it no longer matters. But technically, I could take a trade off of this, and I could recognize that there's new key levels that I could spot in here, and then take a trade off of it. But other than that, it might just keep going up, if I'm being honest. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, anyway, it might either stay around this area, this line, or it might go lower. I mean, if there's like a long, yeah, there's not a long wick, but it might go back up to this area, or it might revisit these areas first, these key levels, and then so on and so forth. But right now it looks like it's just going to stay in this area. Like I said, so long liquidity sweep. Boom. Price is fluctuating. Everybody's indecisive. Yada, yada, yada. But then we're going to suddenly boost up. Oh my God. So as you can tell, I understand it. I just need to, you know, I just need to be careful where I put my take profit. But good trade. Good first trade. I understand it, which is nice. I'm happy with where I'm at, so I can finish this. So that was nice. That was nice. 0.05% win. That's not bad. These are, I don't know what this is. Overview, I guess. Performance. What's this? Not bad. So it took me 2.4 hours. That's not bad. That's the amount of time you would usually spend on the chart, I guess. But yeah, so I predicted everything right. I used confluences right. I did all the time frames right. I used the strategy correctly. The only thing I would have to work on is take profit, and that's pretty much it. So W trade, and yeah, I guess I'm excited for tomorrow, man. I'm excited for tomorrow. It's currently 9, so I'm probably just gonna relax for the rest of the day. I might get into it a little bit more, like figure out like how to like look at news and whatnot, what news outlet to look at for trading, especially on futures index. And other than that, this is the overall score we got. I have this video as proof. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this real quick. So yeah, nice guys.